Hello guys, Life Hackster here. Lately I've been receiving a lot of comments and emails about setting up a Wi-Fi security camera through glass or through a window. They want to set up a camera inside a house overlooking the outside. My usual response is to recommend to them to get an outdoor weatherproof camera. There are a lot of reasons why somebody wants a through-the-window setup, especially if you're renting an apartment or a house that the landlord stipulated in your contract that you're not allowed to drill holes inside or outside of the house. So I have to think of a way that will make it work. First off, a camera through a glass is not really an ideal setup for several reasons. First, motion detection may or may not work, and it will depend on your choice of camera. If you have been following my channel and videos, I have talked about the types of motion detection that the security cameras have. There is the PIR or passive infrared motion detection, which detects heat movement. They are pretty accurate in detecting motion, but it has a limitation. It will not be able to detect heat if it is behind glass. So if you want a camera overlooking a window setup, then you should avoid PIR cameras. Do you know which cameras uses PIR sensors? All battery-powered Wi-Fi security cameras. So Arlo, Argus, Blink, and Ring battery-powered cameras will not work. Another type of motion detection used in security cameras is the pixel-based motion detection. These cameras are wired or plugged in because they are mostly on. Not recording, but they are monitoring. And when there's a change in the pixel of the camera's view, and depending on the zones and the sensitivity that you set, it will trigger a recording and it will alert you. If this is the type of motion detection your security camera have, then it may be used through a window or glass. So, which Wi-Fi security cameras have this? The wired or plugged-in ones like the Nest, Wyze Cam, and Yi, just to name a few. Most indoor plugged-in Wi-Fi security cameras will have this type of motion detection. So we kinda narrowed our choices, and for this video, I will test out the Yi and the Wyze Cam just because they work pretty good and affordable. First thing that we can do is to position the camera as close to the window as possible. I found these stick-on wall mounts for small speakers at Amazon. I will include the link in the description down below. We'll be able to stick the shelf on the window using the included command tape, and we can easily place and position our cameras and they will be close to the window and are not going to be noticeable from the inside when you lower the blinds. Now, the next issue that we are going to have is the glare. The camera will usually reflect, especially if you have a double pane window. Even if you get the camera lens pretty close or pressed on the glass, the outside glass of the double pane window will cause the glare. In daytime, it is acceptable.
Someone's at the front door.
But these cameras will usually have night vision, in which it will turn on their infrared LEDs that are usually surrounding the camera lens, and these infrared lights will reflect on the glass, causing a bad glare that the footage will be unusable. Luckily, the Yi and the Wyze Cam will have an option to turn on or off their night vision, except for the Yi cameras. Before I explain, I'll talk about how night vision works. For it to work, two things need to happen. First, the infrared LEDs need to turn on. Then the camera needs to switch to black and white mode or night vision mode. Now, the Yi does this differently. The setting it has on the app is that you will only be able to turn on or off the infrared LEDs. The transitioning from color to black and white is still automatic and depends on the ambient light outside, which with the Yi, even with my porch light on, it is still in night vision or black and white. In black and white mode, the camera is sensitive to lights and the glare from the background of the camera, which in my case the white blinds are showing in the footage. You will also see how my infrared LEDs from my Reolink NVR camera blinds the Yi camera. So we need a camera that when the night vision is off, it will turn off the infrared LEDs and also change to color recording. This is where the Wyze Cam fits the bill. By the way, this is the cheapest 1080p Wi-Fi security camera also. When we switch the night vision to off, the Wyze Cam turns off its infrared lights and also goes to color mode. But this will cause another dilemma. If you turn off night vision, then the camera will not be able to see at night, and you will have a totally dark footage. So one way to make the camera see and work at night is to leave your outside lights, if you have any, turned on at night. Then you will get into a couple of issues. You either need to manually turn on and off the lights, or you need to think of a way to use a timer, which means changing the light switch to a smart switch or timer switch, which is another expense. Or you can also change the light bulb outside to a smart bulb. These are good ideas, but as you can see in this footage, I have my porch light on. And because it is lighting from above, if the person has a cap or a hat, then his or her face will not really be recognizable. Also, what if you don't have any lights outside where you want to point the camera? Like if you want to monitor your backyard. Then I have an idea. I was shopping at my local Home Depot and I found this little light, the Overlight. It is an as seen on TV product. Now, I chose this light for 4 reasons. First, it is battery powered. It needs 3 AA batteries, so you can install this anywhere. Second, it is motion activated. It has a PIR sensor and it can detect up to 10 feet. It will turn on for 20 seconds and if the motion persists, it will activate again. Third, it is a 300 lumen light, which is pretty bright as compared to other lights on its category. And fourth, you can install it using the included double-sided mounting tape. So the idea is to stick the light to the outside window itself, and you don't have to drill any holes. One good thing if you install this vertically is that the sensor will have more range, as you can see in the footage. It turned on way before they advertised 10 feet, and you can see clearly my face.
That's my floodlight. There you go. That's the light. And there's the Wyze Cam.
Now, I haven't really tested how long the batteries will last, but it will only activate when it is dark outside and when it senses motion, in which it will turn on for 20 seconds and turn off if the motion has stopped. You can also use rechargeable AA batteries. Another option are solar-powered LED lights, which I have reviewed a few before, and I'll also link them in the description down below. The only thing is that it needs at least a couple of hours of sunlight a day to maintain the charge. If you can drill a hole or two outside, then you can also use Mr. Beams, which I have the floodlight that are 500 lumens and also the spotlight, which is 200 lumens. And they have D-cell batteries and should last longer, up to a year as per Mr. Beams. Now, this little light hack doesn't only work with this camera through the window glass setup, but also if you have a doorbell camera like the Nest Hello or the Ring doorbell. You can stick the overlight to the door or to the side of the door or the wall, and it will help out the doorbell cameras to have better footage, especially in identifying faces. With the Nest Hello, if you set the camera's night vision to auto, then you will get a way clearer footage in black and white. And if you turn it off, you will get the video in full color. Plus, it will help out the camera to be more accurate in facial recognition. As to the Ring cameras, they don't have an option in the settings to turn on or off the night vision. It will help out though with the black and white footage. Take note when using the light if you have other lights around the area. The light might not turn on because of the ambient light. So just do some testing and place the light in an area where the lighting is not enough to trigger its light sensor. So, using the Wyze Cam, which is around 25 bucks, and the overlight, which is $13, and a small shelf for $11, you can have a Wi-Fi security camera setup to use behind a glass window for around 50 bucks. So what do you think, guys? If you have any questions, comment down below. I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Click the bell icon so as to get notified of new videos like this video, product reviews, comparison videos, product updates, and long-term reviews. Thank you.